What it do, homies? We back here with some more ImKevinn. This time we're checking out Ghetto. Ghetto is built different. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
The vid always scroll through the comments, Harding replying all that good stuff, right? But as I was scrolling, I kept on seeing these comments talking about some, oh, you don't want to see what May May and you were doing. Bro was not ready for what May May is. And my brain instantly was like, oh damn, she probably got bodied in some gruesome way. But nah, I was wrong. I honestly would have preferred them getting smoked than to what we actually got. Now, at first glance, I was like, okay, sure. We didn't see May May in like 7 episodes, and the first thing we see is some titties. But the titties wasn't the problem. It's when the camera flipped and Yu was on the other side of that bed. Now, I'm pretty sure they're blood related, and whether they did anything or not, they need to be jailed.
Yeah, super questionable. I'm so glad he brought that up. Super questionable, bro. I was just like, hey man, hey, I just let it slide. But I was, hey.
For showing me this unholy scene. But enough of that. We back where we left off to Ghetto pulling up to quote unquote save Mojito. But Yuji was on hot. He saw the man who IP banned Gojo from the server and was not gonna let that slide. And I didn't know Ghetto can use Genjutsu, cause in Yuji's eyes it looked like he was about to fall. But to everyone else, that boy simply tripped. Not gonna lie, it's one thing to beat my ass, but making me look goofy is unacceptable.
Honestly, it really is, bro. It's the humiliation. Humiliation? It's like humiliation. It's been a long day, but 100%, bro. I could, like, if you can get mollywopped, right? You can get jumped or everything, but make you look a fool, bro. That's just a blow. You know, that's more than just physical, but that's mental. It might be a little soul scarring as well.
Not gonna lie, it's one thing to beat my ass, but making me look goofy is unacceptable. So Yuji went in for round 2, this time jumping over the fake hole. But Ghetto said, nah, we ain't doing that, and body him with centipedes. This dude Yuji can't catch a break. It's been non-stop boss battles for my guy.
And not only that, bro, I know he got Sukuna in him, pause, that allows him to heal a lot better and everything. But yeah, the amount of beating he took and the amount of scars, bro, would have been enough to take out a lot of people. Dude got stamina for days is too big, get whooped all through the Shibuya arc, man. I got tired. Look, I was feeling hurt. I was out of breath. All the beatings this dude didn't take him, man. If he, how long y'all think he would have lasted if he didn't have the Sukunas? Because I know he naturally is built like a tank, but without Sukuna eating and healing and everything, how long y'all think he would have lasted?
That's when Mojito tried to sting Ghetto, but he didn't know he got Spidey sense, and Ghetto did not take that act too kindly. At first I thought he was just trying to murk him. Turns out he put that nigga in his inventory. And I don't know about y'all, but when they start talking about their techniques and shit, I'd be so confused. But what I got from this is that he has some technique called maximum Uzumaki, which is basically combining the curses that he owns to make a strong blast of curse energy. And if the curse happens to be a high grade, then he gets to rob them of their technique. Then bro proceeds to deep throat the ball.
Is that what it is? Because if so, I love that explanation. I did have to go back, and you know what? I probably would have absorbed it a lot better if I had just read it instead of, because you know, reading, I think you can comprehend things a lot better when you read as opposed to listening and everything. But yeah, I rely on videos like this to help me understand people's techniques, because I remember when Gojo was fighting Toji, right? When he was fighting Toji, he was explaining the purple and yellow. I think I got like the gist of it and everything. But CJ the Champ helped me understand. Of course, you guys helped me understand that. Sometimes it just be so convoluted, or maybe I'm just stupid. It's one of those two, maybe a combination.
High grade, then he gets to rob them of their technique. Then bro proceeds to deep throat the ball. And after how long, the other students finally show up. But now I realize why nobody called on them niggas. They really out here using arrows and guns. Like bro, we all know unless it's a damn Kamehameha, projectiles never work in anime. You either need a melee weapon or straight hands to do damage. And shorty right here knows the anime rules. She pulled up behind him using her sword technique, and I was like, oh yeah, she finna go crazy. Honestly, I didn't know what I was expecting. And what made it worse, this dude Ghetto out here moving like Aizen.
Oh, I'm so glad he made, I was just about to pause and make that same thing. What I don't know is because I just recently watched that episode. Did he stop the theme song? There wasn't no theme song. Was there music playing? I can't remember. I was just about to make that reference, bro.
She had the producer turn up the song and everything, but the moment that sword got palmed, everything went quiet. Not only did he completely humble her, he wanted to show off the new move he unlocked and almost smoked her with that Uzumaki technique. But luckily, these two came through with the save, or would have been 2 more bodies at the Shibuya funeral. All of a sudden, we see this dude Choso after however long, getting some type of flashback of spending time on Yuji. So he wasted no time to get in the mix. That's when we find out that one of the names that Ghetto brain goes by is Noritoshi Kamo, who turns out to be the most evil sorcerer of all time. And that's not all. Turns out this whole time, Yuji and Choso are brothers. And then this person pulled up to help Ghetto. And at first I thought this was a girl, but after hearing bro's voice, looks like a girl but sounds like a nigga. But anyways, that boy Choso was pissed. Almost made him smoke his little bro. So he started charging that beam and almost took his head off. And this goes to show if you're strong enough, you can damn near do anything. His power is blood manipulation but ended up earth bending. So then he
to be fair, right? His power is, and don't quote me, I ain't too technical and everything. But the reason why it's so powerful is because it's concentrated, right? It's a lot of force hit coming at you at once, and not a lot of people can deflect that, right? That's why Yuji was out here just Ichidori, yeah. That's why he was out here just dodging it and everything, because not many people could take that head on, right? It's just it's a what did he say? Knife thrust on the spear of a piston. Yeah. Shout out to DPS.
Destroyed the top of the rock, throwing Ghetto in the air, then came back through with another beam. Not gonna lie, that would have been a mean combo if Ghetto wasn't over leveled. And this dude has nothing but a smile on his face. There's no way Choso wins now. Then Choso had a big IQ idea calling in that airstrike, but I guess either Ghetto is immune to projectiles or that nigga aim is just trash. So Ghetto came flying down and I knew hands were about to be thrown. But he flashed up behind him and a single hit, which Choso blocked, sent him flying. Then he ended up spawning a goon just to knock him off. And the thing I like about Choso, it feels like he's optimizing the use of his abilities.
That's right. I kind of felt that same way. Like, he is just very, very versatile. But when you think about it, any type of show that shows any type of like blood manipulation or blood bending, I'm thinking of what's that one chick's name in Mortal Kombat, and then we have Avatar, right, with the blood bending. It's just an overall very, very good technique. It's so versatile because you can turn it into anything. It's basically just water.
From that random ass airstrike to him using the pressure of the blood just to boost himself back up, maybe I was a little too hard on bro. So anyways, Choso thought it was time for that hand-to-hand combat. Went in for that 3-piece, but Ghetto said he's not feeling hungry. He went for the sweep kick, Choso dodged, went for the heel kick, but Ghetto backflipped on his ass. Went for that charged right hook, but instead got hit with a mean reversal. Once again, Choso had an amazing play, putting his other hand behind his back to shoot the beam.
Tell me, how many of you guys actually tried to do that when you saw that? I 100% did. I tried to put my hand back there, almost dang near sprain my wrist. I was like, bro, how you do that? He does have blood manipulation, so it probably allows him to alter his joints or whatnot. But here I am trying to do it all over again. Got me out here looking goofy.
Once again, Choso had an amazing play, putting his other hand behind his back to shoot the beam. He be having some crazy moves, but Ghetto was simply better. That knee to the jaw got him heated now though. Was on the offensive for a cool 2 seconds until Ghetto struck that man in the sternum. Meanwhile, these three are just enjoying the show. And tell me, who does Yuji think he is? This is the second time someone trying to be eyes in this episode. I don't see no type of gel in sight. You have no reason to defy the laws of physics like that. That's when everybody on the field thought it was sweet, until homie had to let them know they place real quick, turn everybody into an icy. And homie did not forget what Choso did to his hand. He wanted it back in blood expeditiously, but Yuji slid for his brother with a clutch save. Then homegirl came from the top ropes with some air bending just for a simple flick of the wrist to deflect it. At this point it's a 3v2, and honestly, it only takes one of them to solo these three. And that's exactly what happened. Shorty started talking about how they gotta buy some time. What went through y'all heads thinking y'all were like that? Homie wasted no time to turn them into ices again. And when it seemed like everyone was a guaranteed pack, a stroke of luck was on their side. The homegirl Yuki spun the block. Now Yuki is cool and all, but y'all already know who I wanted to see spin. That boy Yuta. Wherever he's at, that boy's having a great time while everyone else is fighting for their life. But yeah, bro, next week is the last week, and we probably gonna have to wait till 2027 for the next season.
That's crazy. He's right, and I honestly did want some more, but I feel like it's the same thing that happened with Demon Slayer. Right after they ended the what was the arc before the Swordsman arc, but Entertainment District, I wanted to know more about the Stone Hashira, so I just picked it up and read it, and I was actually kind of disappointed in the pacing. Felt like it's over way too much, so I'm just in it for the fights, the animated fights. But I might have to do that for Jujutsu Kaisen, right? I might have to, because I gotta see some more. So I'm about to pick that up and finish that, read that to completion, or to get up to the latest. Let me know what y'all thought about this video down in the comments. Dave's out.